Hi, we're looking at CAT 2020 DILR. This is slot 2 set 5. Now, if you look at it, this is sort of a matrix based sum where you draw a matrix and try to solve. This is the data. These are the questions. There's 6 questions on it. So let's look at the data given to you and then try to look at the questions and answer. So Humanities Department of College is planning to organize 8 seminars, one for each local doctoral students. So that means there are students who are there. Let me just put a table as such so that to get the whole idea. So you have students who are there. Okay. Then each of them from different areas. So we have 4 from economics, 3 from sociology. So let me put areas which are there. Okay. Each student's guide. So you have a guide which is there. And yes, each seminar has to be scheduled on one of the 4 30-minute slots. So you have scheduled time which is there. So 4 variables which are there. So let's try to put the whole aspect into variables. You can always put how much of each of this is there. So maximum 3 per slot. Okay, and if students who are guided by the same guide must be scheduled in the consecutive slots. Seminars by students from economics are scheduled in each of the 4 slots. Okay, so there is one economics in every slot. A is the only seminar that is scheduled at 10 a.m. So that means I'm talking of 10 a.m. There is only one slot A. So that means I can say that at 10 o'clock there's only one. A is guided by R. So guide is R. Then F is an anthropology student whose seminar is scheduled at 10:30. So F is at 10:30. The seminar for sociology students scheduled at 9 o'clock. So if I say sociology student is at 9 o'clock, one of the sociology students. B and G are both sociology students whose seminar is scheduled at the same slot. So I put B and G as sociology students and they're same slots. I don't know what a slot is. I put X and X, same slot. The seminar of an economic student who is guided by T is also scheduled in the same slot. So T is also at the same slot X. P who is guided by guiding both B and C. That means P teaches sociology, which also means that C also is taught by sociology. Is scheduled in the first 2 slots. So C also is sociology is by P and they are both in first 2 slots. So B and C are located at 9 and 9:30. A and G are scheduled on 2 consecutive slots. So A and G are scheduled on 2 consecutive slots. I mean G is X. I know X is 9 or 9:30 because B also is X. That means consecutive slot means X has to be 9:30. So from that I get 9:30. The moment you get 9:30, you can make out that C will be at 9 o'clock. So here you can put C. C sociology 9 o'clock is trained by P. Right? Fine. So from that I got 3 sociology, 1 anthropology. Okay. So these we got. The remaining 4 have to be economics. So whoever left basically are economics. And so A is economics for sure. Okay. T also is economics. So both R and T trains for economic. And R and T train 2 students each. That means R and T are basically economics faculty. R and T are both economics. P we know is sociology. Right? Now, what is left is Q and S. We no idea about Q and S. These people we do have no idea about it. Okay, and we have known in no have information about 5 people. 3 people we have no information about, which is D, E, and H. 3 people we don't have information. Though we know that the remaining 2 are left by economics for sure. Okay, one by trained by R, one by trained by T. So that means T should be training at 9 o'clock, the first 2 slots for economics because it has to be consecutive. And economics, the other R should be training at 10:30. Okay. One T as 9 o'clock because 9 and 9:30 both economics, and 10 and 10:30 will be again economics, but the same faculty R. So we know this. Now, once you've got this time slots and the whole aspect, let's try to answer the question. Which of the following statements is true? Only one seminar scheduled at second slot? No, at 9:30 there are many seminars, 3 seminars. 3 seminars are scheduled in the last slot? No. 10:30? No. 3 seminars scheduled on the first slot? 9 o'clock? No. And 2 seminars scheduled on first slot? Let's look at 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 o'clock there are 2 slots, 2 seminars. One is by C, sociology, one is by economics. So 2 seminars at first slot. Who all are not guiding any economic student? We know economic student is by R and T, so PQS. R and T are economic student, so rest will be not economic students, so PQT, and guides for economic students. Which of the following statement is necessarily correct? Q is guiding G. I don't know who Q is guiding, not given. H is the economic student. Yes, we know that remaining students are economic students, so H has to be economic student. B is scheduled for first slot. No, B was 9:30, and S is guiding F. We can't make out, right? So in that case, only B is definitely true. Others we're not sure of. I checked the others just to confirm. If D is scheduled in a slot later than Q's, okay, so D is scheduled in a slot later than Q's. If I look at where can Q be? Q can be 9:30 or 10:30. If D is later, then means Q has to be 9:30. So I'll just put a circle to indicate 9:30, right? If Q is 9:30, D will be after that. So D will be at 10 o'clock. A slot 10:30 means one of them. So D will be here 10:30. One of these at 10:30 here, D, right? So Q is at 9:30 and D will be at 10:30 because these are the only things that are left. So in that case, the answer will be E and H are guided by T. If you look at E and H will be guided by T, yes, first is true. G is guided by Q, yes, G is guided by Q, that is also is true. So both becomes true, so both 1 and 2. If E and Q are both scheduled in the same slots, so E and Q, now you can make out Q can be 9:30 or 10:30, right? And E can also be 9:30 or 10:30. So that means, let me put when Q is at 10:30, E will be at, Q is 9:30, E will be 9:30. I put a circle for indicating circle, circle. And when Q is at 10:30, E will be at 10:30 again. I'm putting a square to make out two conditions which are given to you. Right? Then at least one of D and H is guided by T. At least one of D and H, yeah, definitely. That's anyway one of D and H will be guided by T. So if you look at in the second case, both D and H is guided by T. In the first case, only one D and H will be guided by T. When E is with T, then one of D and H will be guided by T for sure. So yes, at least one of D and H will be guided by T. A option is true. Both we cannot say. Neither is definitely wrong. Exactly one also is wrong. So based on the case, it can be one or it can be both. Two cases possible. So from that we get A answer. If D is scheduled in a slot immediately before Q's, okay, let's start with this. Uh, D is scheduled immediately before Q. So immediately before Q is only possible if Q is at 9:30. Let me put triangle out here. And D is at 9 o'clock, immediately before Q. This is the only possibility. Okay, D is immediately before Q. Then which of the following is not true? So G is guided by Q. Yes, that is true. D is guided by T. So if you look at D is guided by T, that also is true. F is guided by S. So S has to come here. So F is guided by S. Yes, that also is true. E is guided by R. Not necessarily. E can be either T or R. Both cases possible. So D is not necessarily true. So that's how you get the answer. So you draw a matrix based thing and then you interpret the data from there. It becomes much easier to solve that way. So matrix is normally comparatively easier to solve if you do it in a proper systematic manner to get the answer. Thank you.